Hello, hello, and welcome to Old Dad's World. Hello, hello. Old Dad here. Well, this is a mob farm that I'm working on that I want to be better than my original mob farm. My original mob farm, Bedrock. Bedrock mob farm. My original mob farm is a little bit of poo. And this is where the castle is. So I'm trying to make this mob farm to where I'll get better drops. It'll be worthwhile of this area. And I do things somewhat different than a lot of other people do on the mob farms because whenever I'm building it, I've done so many mob farms in the past. Don't get me wrong. Every time I do a mob farm, I go through a tutorial just like anybody else. Well, I am sure that most people don't use. There are a lot of good creators out there that just know how to work it and things. But I'll go through the tutorial. I'm old. I just this is my lot in life. Tutorials is me. But as you notice, I'll have different scaffoldings than other people. I had a lot of trouble with the whole catching the fact that the face has to face the torch. Kept trying to do it the other way, and then I'd have to tear it down and start over because I wasn't doing it right. So at this point, we just go and we're going to go ahead and make sure that it's working and then build on from there. I stay in crouch so I don't fall. But one thing that I like to do whenever I'm building stuff like this, if I go up 18 blocks from here, what I will do is on one area, I will go up the full 18 blocks and just go boom, and it hurts, but at the same time, I know it ain't going to kill me. And I mean, see, boom, hurts. But then from there, I can just start adding all the other layers. I don't have to worry about going over. I ain't trying to do math, counting. Minecraft's about relaxing and enjoying yourself. This one thing I do like about the Bedrock farms, even though they are slower, um, the fact that if you want to fix your tools and stuff like that, you have to do a trident killer, and that makes it to where it is, in a sense, more relaxing. Though it takes a lot longer to fix your stuff than the Java, uh, but a lot less effort. A little less effort. Anyway, they look good. The mob farm does look good. So I build it up. I stay in crouch so that I can do it. I do my areas. And my big thing here is I want to make sure that my lines are right because when you start getting to these numbers and these distances, you can easily overshoot. And once you've overshot, your farm is going to be messed up. You'll have to go back in and do it again. One thing you don't want to do is go back in and do it again, which I have done many a time over. You can see the build for the castle in the background. So that's the goal. Whenever I go and I put things in, I can fill it in later. We're just, there's nothing to it to fill it in as long as you stay in crouch. Because if you just my original doing this kind of stuff, I would do it without being in crouch. Another thing I want to do is as I fill in the walls, as you notice, I put buffers. So that way if I'm going and I'm laying down the block and stuff like that, there's something to hit my back at the end. And I don't have to worry about like falling off. and then putting on my steps. And if I was to be real with you guys on this, there's a lot of this that I had trouble with as I was going. Um, Here, I go ahead, I build scaffolding up to it so that I can drop down into it and do different things because a lot of your videos and tutorials are you doing these in creative. I'm not in creative. I do these all in survival, so I can't fly, I can't float. If I just go and do this and I'm off to the side, I need to have something that's going to get me back. So that is the whole point of the scaffolding. And now I go ahead, I lay down um, all the other stuff that I need. I run this section and then I'll get the one off the other side. It makes it so much easier. And then the same thing, I'll just do the one side, go off into the other side, and then eventually I can just walk on, and then I'll drop them. And I'll drop them and I'll go toward the scaffolding. And I make sure I have everything set before I leave. And here's the finished product, which I did put tons of light on top. And then I just almost like decorate it, get it set up. I found one of my, that's me by the way, that I'm with. That's my other game. That's the beauty of Bedrock. I can play it on two computers, or I could get on my PlayStation, or get on an Xbox, or on a phone, or something like that. And I could do it. But here's a view of the mob farm. This is the first mob farm I ever did that I put a beacon in. I put a beacon for protection because prior to this, I was at Young Lad's mob farm on the server, and I broke the mob farm. I just got pummeled. And the thing is that's the hardcore server. So I hurried up and logged off before I fully died. And I told Young Lad about it, and he fixed it, and then I could log back on. But yeah, so I got everything I need here, including the portal, so I can go in and out pretty easily. I normally put trapdoors, not trapdoors, gates to in and out. I decided to do away with that on this one because, well, I mean, if I was to be real, outside of the portal part, I open and close. There's nothing coming. There's nothing going to come in my gate, and if they are, the gate ain't going to stop them. They're flying in. So, yeah, I really like it. Tell me what you think of it. Tell me if you like the mob farm. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate you guys, and I will see you next time. Later.